Twitter for sports, and I was like, "Oh, we are live! Welcome everybody back to another edition of Chairgatin. I'm your host Rattlesnake, coming at you live once again from the Snake Pit here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Joined by my co-host Dakota. What up, Dakota?
What up, baby? Better late than never. Dakota Drake 4 coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. We went road course racing, and did we like it? It was pretty fucking sick. Let's get this thing going.
Let's do it. No, I didn't even have it fucking lined up.
Anyways, folks,
all right, let's do it.
What's up? It's Chairgatin coming at you live.
Hello, come right in.
Rock flag and eagle. I always forget I can add music to the background of us talking.
Damn.
Dude, I could add my own music.
Yeah?
Damn.
DJ Rattlesnake?
Dude, we might have to start just adding some chill vibes music while we have our podcast. Yeah, welcome.
Let's get it going.
Let's do it, man.
Oh.
Road course racing.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I could post as a good picture for my Twitter, but it seems like we already got it going. I hate when someone randomly tags you in Twitter and then like 13 people commenting on it, and you're like, "Oh, look at those notifications." And you're like, oh, "Never mind."
Yeah, I just mute shit right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Welcome back, COTA.
Yeah, dude. We went road course racing. Are we coming around? Are we liking road courses now? I don't want to sit here and just be like, dude, actually, this was sick. I'm just more like, I think we had a good race, good cars, good atmosphere, sunset in Texas. It was just a recipe for a really good race day on Sunday. I'm not automatically going to be like, I can't wait to see the next one.
Right. But that being said, blew my expectations out of the water, to be honest. I think like what Junior said kind of nailed it, where he's like,
yeah, he's
look,
like, fuck road course racing.
I didn't like COTA. It was like, what are we fucking doing here? There were too many road courses. And then they make this small adjustment to the track, make it a little shorter, stop throwing as many cautions. And all of a sudden, I'm like, damn, this was actually a really good race.
Yeah, like, we'll jump into some of the things that happened, but like this race had it all. A couple fender benders, couple hurt feelings, beating and banging for the lead with 10 to go. I mean, all you're missing is a side-by-side finish and a fight on pit road, but I mean, this race delivered everything.
I mean, we almost got those as well, to be honest.
Right. Yeah, there was tempers flared. Everything was fucking awesome. Christopher Bell goes back to back. We talked about it last week. Like, I could totally see him doing it. Poole said it. And then we were like, yeah, I just don't know if he will. And then straight fucking delivers.
Next thing we know, yep, he actually delivers. Yeah, we talked about it last week a lot, how we were like, this is the Byron and Bell show, at least the first half of the season. When we get this kicked off, it smelled like it already. It felt like it last year. We kind of saw it coming, and now it's just coming all over our faces.
Oh God, I was listening and I was like, wait, what'd you say? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, dude, the killer bees, man.
I was already talking about COTA's grown on me. God, you made me swallow my spit. COTA was growing on me, but then this race, I literally was like, that was the best COTA race I've seen. With the new short chute, loved every bit of that. It made the race more pleasing to the eye to me. I like the old layout, even after seeing like 3 races, I was like, I don't know what corner this is.
Yes.
I was always 100%. Like, I thought they just went through the S's. What the fuck? But this one, I kind of got to where I was like, I said last week, like, I don't even know the layout, but I kind of got to where I was like, okay, I know where they're at on the track.
I know what's coming up next.
Yeah,
exactly.
The old layout, I was always like, I don't know where they're at. I don't know what time this is.
Dude, even being there live, you're like, I don't really understand what's going on. Yeah, the layout now is so much superior to what it was previously, which is so crazy that they just made this small adjustment and it's so much better.
Yeah, I think it definitely improved the racing, improved like drivers having to manhandle the cars, like some of them short shoots. So they had that hump. They were like getting airborne or the slamming the ground. Guys got loose. You saw Daniel Suarez lose it. All of it was fun, man. Lap one. Well, Toyotas and Chevys delivered on speed. It seems like Fords were kind of just scrambling to survive. Chris Buescher got up there and finished pretty good. Road course ringer Chris Buescher. Texas home state race. Did you see that shot he shared where he's like this feels right, and it was a car with the big Texas flag?
Yeah.
That was
The Texas
cool.
flag is fucking huge there. I don't think
Dude, I see it like
fully understand.
I get Texas pride as a Georgia boy. Like I love seeing that huge fucking flag. Like
Yeah,
I don't got nothing to do with Texas, but when I see that, I'm like,
yeah.
like I like
it is
I like
huge.
that they're like repping their shit.
I mean, to be fair, that
When the
looks like-
wind was blowing and that thing was whipping, I was like, the wind's blowing if that motherfucker's
Yeah.
whipping.
To be fair, though, that looks like every car dealership up and down the interstate in Texas because they just have the most massive Texas flags you've ever
Really?
seen.
That's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
like a car dealership thing where they try to get a bigger and bigger Texas flag.
Yeah, who can
fun
get the
little-
biggest one?
Fun little fact about Texas, I believe, to my knowledge, it's the only state that you can fly the state flag as high as the U.S. flag.
I didn't know there was even like laws with that.
There is
Is
technically.
that like federal buildings or like at your house?
I mean, I don't really know how they would enforce it at your house, but yeah, at federal buildings, at businesses, normally you're supposed to fly the American flag highest and then your state flag. But in Texas, there's a legit law that says no, you can fly the Texas flag.
I've always wanted a flagpole in my yard, but then I was like, well, like I'm not gonna go out there and lower it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like take that shit seriously.
Yeah, and then I've always like, well, I mean, maybe if I had like a big old, like if I ever had like my big old property in the woods, like and like some nice yard, I would like put in the effort to have a flagpole. But like I was like, yeah, the porch mast will do.
Yeah, and also, do you really want to have to learn the trumpet every time you lower the flag? That's a lot of
I did when my American flag got faded and wore out, and then it got a hole torn in it from the roof. Like storm came through. I was like, all right, I have to retire this thing. But I was like, I'm not like. And then like they were talking about in the group chat, like getting rid of American flags. I was like, yeah, I need to like properly do away with this thing. Like, I don't want to be a terrorist. Like, I'm not throwing this away or like burning it. I was like, it needs to be like sent out to sea.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they do with them anyway. Like in my head,
I'm sure they're like, yeah, dude, thanks. And they just throw it in the trash. I'm doing it right thing.
In my head, that's what I think happens.
I'm bringing my old flag from my yard.
It's my
to the VFW. And they're like,
you
thanks.
salute them on your way out. They're like,
you leave. And he's like, the pizza's here. And I'm like,
just toss the flag. They're
an old flag. Yeah, they just throw it in the trash.
like, what the fuck? Why do people?
Why'd you bring it here? Who keeps telling them to bring it here?
Why is this the thing? Just throw them away.
We're crying.
It's my same conspiracy with recycling plants, where they'll tell you to pick up recycling, and in my head it's just it's a different truck, but it goes to the same fucking processing plant.
They're
They're
just
like,
taking the trash.
yeah, like, what do you think recycling is, you idiot?
That's absolutely accurate.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they're not recycling shit. Or the fucking the Shriners out there with the buckets, getting money and everything. Those pedophiles, and they're out there and they just go back and they're like, "Hey, we got pizza money.
Hey, more beer money."
Yeah, they're like, "Put it in the pool."
They make the pledges have to go beg outside. Walmart
those are the new guys.
It's honestly a pretty good scam. We should look into starting this.
Yeah, they're pieces of shit, dude. I hate all those old dudes. I'm like, they're fucking pedophiles. But anyways, we went back to COTA.
So anyways,
we went road course racing, and Chris Ravel went back to back. All right, so lap one incident. Ross Chastain started like 17th or 20th or some shit.
Yeah.
Spins Chase Elliott in third, 5 wide.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
always that
hairpin
turn one, too. You know it's coming.
Well, the fun hot gossip was Ross Chastain lecturing your boy Carson Hocevar last week.
Yeah, right.
You need to learn better. I know from my mistakes. Lap one of this race being a dumb fucking idiot. I don't know where he was going. I mean, I'm all for it, wrecking the 9 car and the bull on the horns on the fucking hood, but it just seemed like, wow, Ross, really? You're still doing this? And I didn't I'd like on Denny's podcast, they were talking about how, yeah, Ross, you messed up. Own it. Like they asked him after the race, like, Ross, you want to talk about wrecking the 9? And he's like, no comment. And it's like, dude, be like, yeah, I fucked up. Or be like, yeah, dumped his shit.
Yeah, right, exactly. Just like, dude, I came into 1 too hot. I fucked up.
Yeah, apologies to the 9 team. My bad. But instead of just being like, no, it's like, dude, you're a bitch. I don't know. Ross, ever since they castrated Ross, I used to really be like, hey, Ross, get him. I don't know, man. I just don't even like really have anything for Ross anymore. Like, I like seeing his Busch schemes or his Kubota schemes, and when he wins, it's cool. But I don't. Well, he won last year.
I know, but it just since they've told him stop driving so hard, he is not the same driver.
No, not at all.
It's weird to think of how dominant he was.
He was kicking ass at every track every week.
Yeah,
like, he was giving them a run for the money. It gave me like Larson 42 vibes.
I was just gonna say that he was like the next Larson, where he was just tearing up on so many different tracks. He seemed versatile. He was ballsy. He was wrecking your favorite drivers. Yeah, and
now he's just wrecking oopsies and not doing shit.
Yeah, and then he's like, no comment. Yeah.
So it's kind of sad, to be honest. Oh well, he dumps the 9. They had a strong car, and Meyer got back to 5th, but they spent the whole day playing catch up. Right. Get down and then what? Ty Gibbs goes skyrocketing off the 11 car, rips his front fender off.
And did you see Ross just completely get out of the way for Chase when he was coming back around?
Dude, total bitch.
He like almost parked his fucking car.
He literally was like, whoa. And it was like, I saw Ross, and he went from like fucking 6th to 12th on the last lap. So I was like, how many cars, when he did that, how many cars got by him?
Seriously. Yeah, it was a couple.
And I was like, if I was like Justin Marks or like his sponsors, I'd be like, yo, what is this?
Dude, stop being a bitch. If he wrecks you, he wrecks you. But like, don't park your car.
I'd rather see you get dumped for 5th than pull out of the way and lose 7 spots.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Ross is kind of taking the downward spiral for me.
Which is weird because all of a sudden he has like such cool paint schemes. And it would have been nice if he had these paint schemes when he was driving with balls.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. RIP. But then we get down to the race, and Daniel Suarez, what up? We're gonna start calling you DJ. It feels so weird saying my own name.
Yeah.
What up, girl?
That's not weird for me. I've known a lot of Matts.
Yeah, I've known more Dakotas in my life now than I ever have. But Daniel Suarez comes hopping across that curb and fucking loses it. It was sick because, you know, I sent pictures how I have the race and the onboard on the TV under.
Yeah.
I was sitting there watching the onboard, like the race was on, but I was watching the onboard, and I had the scanner synced up, and I just like it's doing that nose camera.
Who's on board?
On Tyler Reddick. He was right behind Suarez. Yeah. Suarez jumps curb and just goes foop, like he loses it.
In front
and I just hear him like, check out, go. And like I watched it all live. As he was spinning and moved. And then like I was like, oh shit. Like I know he just wrecked it. And I looked up and then everybody's just piling into him. And I was like, dude, that's exactly what this is for. That's exactly what this is for.
That's sick.
You can say that again.
And yeah, it kind of sucks, man, because he was running well, and this is a track that he does run well at. And for a guy that you're like, I mean, you gotta get a win to like stay relevant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Not saying who's gonna win this one, but he was running well.
He was running good. Daniel Suarez was up in the top 10 all up until his demise. And he's been pretty good at some of these road courses. And after these 3 races, I mean, obviously they're a must win, but like the teardown brought up a good point. It's like, yeah, I think Suarez is fighting for his life to keep his career.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Like Zilich is in the shotgun, fucking loaded, ready to roll. And he's hot. That's hot boy shit right there. Probably can get him at a discounted rate also. I don't know. Yeah. I'm already sold on this Zilich kid. Like, oh, yeah, he's the next Willie B. Suarez, are you good? We're good here, right? We went to Mexico.
Should we pump the brakes on this? Like, this is the next greatest.
I don't think. Okay, I think it is. We'll get to Zilich. Let's hold on. Let's get to Zilich.
Yeah, we'll get. Okay.
Hey, boy.
Congrats,
dude.
I'm happy for you, brother.
I'm happy for you. But
Cota's such an asshole.
Sweet dude, congrats. You're not gonna propose, are you? Think about it. Just fucking with you, Logan. But Daniel Suarez spins out, and who else than another Trackhouse car comes, cleans him out. The kid Connor Zilich. he's is he hot boy shit? I don't know. He was running fast ass lap times in practice. He was running fucking fast ass laps when he got fucked on lap 1. Also, I'm kind of like, and he won the Xfinity race.
He did finish last in this race, though.
Yes. I wasn't like immediately like, yo, he's the next fucking Joey Logano. I was more like, yeah,
a lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, but I was really like, okay, well, like, let's see it. Well, he went out and kicked their ass at Xfinity race. And then he was like running really well until he wasn't. He was running really some of the fast lap times until he wrecked in the race. And I was kind of like, yeah, honestly, he's an 18-year-old kid. He's out there giving it hell. Like, that's really cool. But like, I want to see him do this at Richmond. Let me see him do this at Iowa. Let me see him do this at Atlanta. You know, like, I'm not just going to be like, oh, he ran a fast lap at a road course. He's the next fucking sliced bread.
Yeah, because we heard the same thing about SVJ or SVG or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, he didn't win. They're already calling him to win the race.
He's a great road course racer. I get it, but like, you just hear about him every once in a while. Other than that, it's, you know,
yeah,
he's cool. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a cool dude. With Pitbull out, unfortunately, I think Suarez needs to step it up.
Yeah, I think that was Suarez's like kind of golden ticket of like, oh, we like this guy, and now that Pitbull's like, adios. I think
adios, amigos.
I mean, us amigos over here, we're pro Suarez, but I can't believe his career's gone on this long. To be honest, like, what 2 wins or one? Is he 1 win? No, 2 wins. Atlanta
2
and Sonoma in the last like 10 years.
Yeah, I mean,
so
look, if we're gonna be honest, the Mexican thing helped. NASCAR's been pushing diversity hard.
Yeah,
you want to talk about
crazy.
DEI hires? Like, is Trump gonna just cancel NASCAR? Because to be honest, the diversity thing, I mean, this isn't made up. NASCAR has a diversity program for young drivers. Like, they invest money in trying to get people that aren't white or male. That's just a fact. And Suarez fit that perfectly. Suarez fit that perfectly.
Suarez is white as shit.
Yeah, for real.
I'm more Latino than Suarez.
But you know, that definitely helped. And then like DJ was just saying, he brought in dollars. Yeah. And that'll keep your career going. I mean, as we can see with like
damn
Paul Menard, right? That's a great example of like,
yeah, he's literally the next Paul Menard.
Damn, that I might have to add that name to my list actually.
Oh, average.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. That's a really good name.
Yeah, and now I mean, so I don't know where I haven't looked at points, but Suarez is fucked, and he's a must win to make the playoffs. You know what kills me? Like, as we'll get down the season and talk about playoffs, is like he's got to be a must win to make playoffs. And I was like, yeah, and then what?
Yeah,
like what are we talking about? Suarez making the playoffs, and then what? Like, are we serious?
He's just gonna go on a tear and win in every single round.
Hey, prove me wrong. But Connor Zilic, everybody's hopping on that train. I'm just kind of being reserved. Like, hey, the kid can drive. Let's not just put him in a cup car yet. That's the only thing that bothers me is like, put these kids in a cup car when they're like 24. Like, why are we putting 18-year-olds in cup cars?
Yeah, it's not a good look when they come out and they look like they're 12. You know, we got that with like Willie B. We got that with
like, hey, give them a truck season. Full season trucks, full season, 2 seasons in Xfinity. Hey, he's got 24 wins now. All right, he's cup ready.
It's just not a good look, too. Like, when your dad turns on the race and sees a kid that looks like he's 12, your dad's like, what the fuck am I watching?
Oh, my God. This old guy at work the other day, these old guys, they'll be like, you going to the NASCAR race? And I'll be like, yes, I am. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, these electric fuel injection cars. Ever since Dale died, and I'm like, okay. Anyways, do you need anything? And they said all the drivers I grew up watching, they're all dead and gone now. And I was like, yeah, I said a lot of ones I grew up watching are old and retired now too, but you know, whatever. And they're like, yeah, they said, I don't even know any of those drivers driving in there anymore. If I turn it on, I couldn't tell you a single one of them. And I was like, yeah, I used to watch it, and it was like a bunch of old dudes racing my whole life. I go, now I'm older than most of them.
Yeah, which is
weird. Or half of them. I said, I'm older than half of the Cup Series roster. Yeah. And I'm like, it's fucking weird.
One thing I will say, though, about Connor Zilic is the Red Bull schemes coming back is kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I thought the car was sick, and
Yeah.
I'm not even a Red Bull guy, but like
No, me either,
no
but the
letters or
branding's
anything,
sick.
just the big, huge logo. That's all you need.
And he rocks like
Oh.
a clean Red Bull hat,
Yeah,
just like or
yeah.
just a Red Bull hat. I'm like, damn, that's
Mhm.
clean. Actually, I would fuck
Yeah,
with that.
and just
merch.
I was watching practice, they kept hammering the kid, but like watching him, like he wasn't just like making memes and stupid Instagram reels.
No,
Like he had headphones in and was sitting there paying attention, like watching where he was missing corners and like watching data as the other practice rounds were going on. And like he was like he looked in the fucking zone, like he's paying attention, focusing on his job.
right.
Not put a cowboy hat on and singing Hardy songs and shit. Like,
Well, I hope he is legit. He seems like he is. I hope it works out. The sport could use new young talent, so that's always
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, I think like his future's already set. Like he's gonna be in the Cup Series one day.
He has a high ceiling, and if he
Yeah.
doesn't work out, he'll become one of the biggest busts
Yeah.
because of how
Maybe.
much people are already talking about him.
Kind of gives me like Ty Gibbs vibes.
Big time.
Which
Well,
you know,
he looks like him though, so that doesn't help.
yeah, the little short-haired blonde kids.
Yeah.
I was thinking too, man. Like, I mean, I know Connor's always defending Ty. I like Ty, but like, it doesn't even seem like they talk about him anymore.
I've never cared.
I mean,
for
I know we went
Ty.
to super speedways and a road course. I think as we get through these next 3 or 4 weeks, it'll be different. I know some people. He's one where you either hate him or I think more people hate him than anything.
Yeah.
But I just like they used to hammer Ty like they were hammering this Connor Zilic kid. Now
Well, he
they don't
fucking
even
replaced
film Ty.
Kyle Busch.
And that's another
Like,
reason.
Like they
Um,
needed him to be legit, and he has not been.
Yeah, but it's his what, third season now? We'll see what happens.
Is it already his third season?
Or is it? Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right.
It's his third season now. Last year was his
Wow.
sophomore season. Yeah, look at that.
Still no
shit.
wins.
Yeah, well, that's how Willie B, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, and them did it. They
How long
went
did it
several
take?
seasons.
Chase Elliott to get a win.
Three seasons. He raced that 24 car forever, remember? And then they put him in then they switched
Yeah,
to the
that's
9.
true. Samantha was just
Yeah.
going through some old stuff that we're like trying to.
They
figure
act
out
like
what
that never happened. There was like, oh, Willie B in the 24. I'm like, no, y'all tried to do this with Chase, and it
Yeah.
was very dumb.
Yeah, she was pulling out some old merchandise and stuff, and was like, "Okay, can we get rid of this?" All the NASCAR stuff. I was like, "Nope, nope, nope. We're
Nope,
keeping."
hold on to it.
And
One day
one
in
of
20
them,
years, you're like, look at this.
yeah, one of them she pulled out and it's a 24 shirt, and I was like, "Nah, keep it." I just didn't even care. I was like, "Wait, hold that back up." It was a Chase Elliott 24 shirt. I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, I forgot
What the
about that."
fuck? What
I was
the
like,
hell?
"Definitely keep that. That is a fucking
Yeah, that's a novelty.
right." Yeah.
Oh
anyway,
man.
But
So then we get down to the in amongst all this in the racing. One thing that bothered me is what up, working all day. Yeah,
thanks
good
for
job,
showing
Jeremy.
up when the rain comes, Jeremy.
Hey, what? He brought the rain at least.
Yeah.
Out there fighting the good fight. What up, Pool? Is all the podcasts I listened to, they were like, yeah, the first 2 stages were bleh, but the finish was good. I was like, honestly, not even as like a road course enthusiast, I thought this race was good start to finish. Like the first stage was good, the second stage was good. Like there was good racing throughout the track.
There was
And there was good strategy. Well, I mean,
there was a few times when it was strung out, single file, no movement. I mean,
there was. I guess I was just. I don't know. I was paying attention to like who was going to pit and how they were going to flop the stage.
I think
Like-
also that has to do with Fox.
Yeah.
So we'll get into like Fox and showing the bleachers.
Dude, I
We'll
was
go
going to
to
say
the
we
back.
got to talk about that.
But
I
guess we can
I
dive
about
in-
punched my TV.
I guess we can dive into Fox because I am going to bring them up. I do think there's an issue because when there was those strung out times and it looked like nobody's making passes, you would look at kind of the middle of the pack and you would see that people were making passes, but they were just on like the first like 4 cars the whole time.
Yeah, like
And I'm
there
like,
were
they're not
cars
making
passing, and they were just filming like SVG,
Yeah.
Connor Zilic, Kyle Busch.
Busch, yep.
Which, hey, caps off to Kyle Busch. He looked fucking amazing. I was so proud. I was happy for Luna. I was happy for Dalton. And RCR just out there kicking ass live from the fire line.
Hey,
this one's for you,
I'm
Jeremy.
live in the fucking fire zone.
Short track road course. The perfect hybrid. Yeah, kind of.
Short track road course. I like that.
But-
First COTA that was good. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yo, what up?
What's up, Austin? I thought the race was well, man. And Kyle Busch up there kicking ass. Who would have had that on your fucking line?
Oh,
I literally was
man.
like, wonder what Kyle Busch's odds were. I bet people were pissed when he didn't win. But then at the end, Kyle Busch is kicking their ass. He pits first, and you're literally like, can he hold on? He's got the older tires. Christopher Bell's coming. Willie B's hanging out, and Christopher Bell's knocking off seconds, but he's not doing it fast enough. Like, it looked like Christopher Bell was going to catch Kyle with like 2 to 3 laps to go, which probably was going to be an iconic battle to the lead, like, which we still got a good battle for the lead. But then Austin Dillon just gets kamikaze by Denny Hamlin for getting his fucking
By the
line.
way, I love that the chat immediately went into blaming AD.
Right? I thought it was like,
hold
hold
up.
Yeah, so
that was Denny, 100%
I don't
Denny.
know. Denny said, "Oh, there was dirt on the track." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. It looked very fishy."
Everybody else seemed to get through there fine.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody but you, dude. You went in
you
there
didn't
20
slow
miles
down
per
at
hour
all.
faster.
You didn't slow down at all coming through around
Brings
the
out the
turn.
caution for Denny Hamlin's teammate that was trying to catch the leader. Very ironic.
That's where I think we need to go with this, because that does seem fishy.
When y'all said that, I was like, wow, that is very random. But then I was like, well, didn't he really do that? Would that happen? Ironically, it's the 3 car. And then it was like, caution right there sealed Kyle Busch's
Denny
fate.
had no chance.
Yeah, it was like for 15th or 18th or something.
Yeah.
15th,
I think. Yeah.
That sealed Kyle Busch's fate with the old tires. And I literally was like, no, like, it's over. Like, they're gonna get him now.
Yeah, we'll get into the finish.
So that was the only thing too, is we had classic Kyle, even though he held on that restart. Kyle, he fought for his fucking life to try to win that race as clean as he could. And we saw clean, badass racing for the lead from like the 4 cleanest drivers in the Cup Series.
He was definitely looking like a vet.
It was good racing, but I literally was like, oh my God, we need like fucking, like, we need somebody up here that's going to move these motherfuckers. And then they door banged for a second, but I think that was an accident. But when it was like Christopher Bell, Willie B, and Reddick, I was like, well, nobody's going to move anybody.
Yep.
Like, when Willie B was trying to get around Christopher Bell, I was like, this is over. I was like, Willie B's not even going to try to get next to him. I knew, like, when they took the wide, I was like, Christopher Bell won this race. This is crazy.
Dude, that last turn was so disappointing because I was like, you could bump
I wanted them to sell. Well, and they both already got a win. Like, and they're the young, clean kids. Like, has that been Austin Dillon chasing them? He jumps the curb.
He doesn't even finish the race. He would have pulled Denny.
I don't know.
Blasted through
I'm just trying to think of people that would have moved people. Daniel Suarez, he probably would have moved people. AJ Allmendinger,
guys that need wins.
Yeah, and that's their chance. And that was the thing.
Carson Hosevar would have moved him.
Yeah, Kyle Busch didn't win at all last year. Here's a win right in his fucking grasp. Like, you know, he wanted this bad, and like, he may not have. I hope they have this speed the rest of the spring and summer, but that might be his only shot this year. We don't know.
And there's nothing else he could do. He just didn't have it. And what are you going to do? Wreck Bell as he tries to pass you, knowing that
he still finished 4th.
Yeah.
Like, still solid day.
5th.
He led the most laps, 5th. Okay.
Chase Elliott.
Okay.
He passed him at the very last lap. But yeah, I mean, look, Kyle Busch handled it well. It sucks. And he battled the shit out of him. I was for like 2 laps. I'm like, okay, Bell, just go around him. Like, just go around him.
And then at that turn 1 where you saw Bell was gonna make a move, and like, instead of running into him, he just like fucked his whole corner up.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, dude, very smart play by Bell.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, with Bell going back to back, first 2 of the 3 races in the season, I was like, I think Bell has arrived. Bell's here, and Bell's he's not slowing down.
Yep.
I can totally see Bell like going 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to handle this. Yeah, because
I think he is gonna fucking have a year.
Why won't he win in Phoenix? Like, someone tell me.
He won this race last year.
Yeah, exactly. So I just don't like. Why shouldn't I pick him for Phoenix?
Yeah. He was gonna win Vegas last fall.
Right.
He won Homestead 2 years ago. Like, that's the next
tough
3
to
races.
pick him for every race move, like, at least for a while.
And Willie B too.
Yep.
Willie B, these next 3 races line up really good for him. I'm like, dude, they're both like right where they left off last year.
I do think that they will slow down. Like
I think this spring or this first 10 races,
Yeah.
I totally see each one of them winning again. Yeah, the race was sick. I bet it was awesome in person.
Yeah, right. COTA sucks in person. Where were you sitting? On turn 1 up on the hill? Were you in the stands or were you on the ground?
I don't know, man. It looked like it'd be fun. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see if COTA survives.
But I could totally see like the summer stretch, Bell and Willie B kind of just go MIA for like trying stuff or something.
I just hate,
and that's
tracks
when
that
Ryan
aren't-
Blaney will show up. Turn 15 and
turn. Oh, in the stands. Okay, cool. I just hate tracks that aren't BYOB. If they were BYOB, more people would show up.
Yeah, that was like when I had to chug 18 beers at
Yep.
the Phoenix gate because I had a backpack full of beer of a 30 rack, and they were like, no alcohol. And I was like, no, I'm bringing the alcohol. And they're like, no, you can't bring it in. And I was like, Jim, I have like 18 beers in my bag. I was like, help me chug them. He's like, all right. And like we shotgunned one. And I was like, all right, take another. He's like, oh man, I just know, like I already got a beer. And I was like, no, we're gonna slam some beers. And I chugged like 4 or 5 bushes before we even went in the fucking gate. And I was like, ugh, ugh. And then like Nathan went in, and I just like walked down the fence and like I rolled some fucking cans under the gate. And the lady was like, hey, and I was like,
Austin,
like,
you're up in Dallas,
bullshit.
right? I think he'll let me know in the comments. I think he's in the Dallas area.
But yeah, man, COTA first road course. I was thinking about too is super speedway road course is like fucking crazy because look at the guys that had bad luck and bad races. They're in a fucking pit now, and we're about to get in the nitty gritty of the season. So they're in a hole and they have to try to climb out. And like it didn't work out. It worked really well for some guys, and it worked really bad for some guys.
Yeah, Phoenix, Vegas, Homestead, like that's
like some guys are gonna need to fucking capitalize and get some stage points.
There were people there with coolers. I was pissed. We asked the guy next to us how he got it in, and he said he just walked in with it. What?
Maybe they were more relaxed this year.
Yeah, maybe because nobody was there. They're like, fuck it. Just let people in.
What are we gonna do?
Because they were strict about that before. Well, that's
you
cool.
Had to buy it inside.
That's cool. Look, my take on COTA has completely changed.
It's literally like my second favorite road course.
I think it's my favorite now
on the schedule.
And on the schedule. And if we're gonna keep road courses, I say we need to go back to this one every single year. This needs to replace the Roval in the playoffs.
Oh, I like that take. I have no idea how the Roval still exists or has made it this far. I don't know why we're still doing it.
Charlotte, they like Charlotte, the market, and they want a road course in the playoffs.
Well, I get that. I just saying, like, are we like, all right, we're still doing this? Are y'all for real?
Right.
I think that's how everyone feels.
This needs to get moved to that date. 16 points. I mean, it's Larson. Like, who's worried, right?
Yeah, Larson will be second in points in a couple weeks.
Yeah, let him heat up.
Yeah, and they gave. Yeah, that's something we'll get to.
Short track road course. That's right. I love it, man.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
I'm sure from turn 15 in the stands, it was way better too. With it being shorter, you probably see a lot more now.
I like the time of day. I hated it at the house, but I loved it. I loved that like the race was ending like at the sunset, like it looked like it was like a late race there. Like it gave it like a vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it worked out nicely for like the sunset going down. Wait, is he saying SMI is COTA?
They rent COTA. SMI gets the date, and they rent COTA from COTA. Like, hey, we're gonna pay you to let us.
But SMI allows coolers and tracks, so I'm confused what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because SMI allows coolers and tracks. I think the COTA facility was the ones that always said you couldn't.
Yeah,
I think that's a facility thing, not an SMI thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, for Roval. Okay. Got it. Okay. But still, the SMI has the COTA date then, so that should work.
Yeah, they just need to get rid of the Roval and do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that puts a ribbon on COTA. Fucking bell goes back to back. You want to jump in our fun little game we were gonna do?
Yeah. Okay.
Explain it.
Lisa's COTA, not their track. Yeah.
Can you see it?
No, pull it up better. Okay, so this is what we're doing. I created this little grid thing. I saw it on Twitter. I stole it from an account. I'll give them a shout out. It's a Houston Cougar account, so no one listening to this even cares. But I completely ripped off of his thing, so I feel like I should give him a shout out.
Anyways,
Not Who You Dream. Okay, there, you got your shout out. So I stole this idea from him. So in the top left corner, we're gonna fill out each little corner with drivers. So it goes on the top row, it goes great driver, average driver, bad driver. And then on going up and down, it says loved by fans, fans are divided, and hated by fans. So if you're in the top left corner, it's a great driver who's loved by fans. If you're in the bottom right corner, you're a bad driver, hated by fans. If you're on the left side, all the way to the bottom, you're a great driver, hated by fans. So I thought it would be fun if we filled this out. If we just go through this thing, we can do. I'm thinking we're gonna need to do like all-time drivers.
Yeah.
Because I think with just current drivers, this is gonna be tough to fill out. Because like, who's a bad driver is divided by fans? Who's an average driver that's loved by? It gets tough. So I encourage everyone else to do this as well. I'll post it online probably tomorrow. And everybody can fill theirs out. I think it's just a fun little game that we can play. So what do you want to start with? Should we start with great driver loved by fans?
Yeah, I would say the whole left column, I think I can fill all three of those out right now.
Okay, so you just want to go great driver straight down, then average driver straight down.
Yeah,
bad
let's
driver
do that.
straight down.
Let's do that.
Okay, hold on. Let me read some more comments. Austin said, when I sit, I can see turn 20. Okay, sit. This is SNL skin.
Dude, that's so you.
A couple of beers, brother.
Try.
I just need a little bump.
Hey.
We'll wait till Dega.
Hey. Great driver, loved by fans.
All right.
I mean,
let's do it together.
Right?
I'm guessing we're going to agree on this one, right?
I thought we were going to agree on this one. Dale fucking Earnhardt, the 3-car. Great driver, loved by fans. Forever in our hearts, forever the man.
I'm sure some old heads would like to argue that.
Actually, I hated Dale. It was Davey Allison.
I was a Bill Elliott fan. I hated him. I was a Rusty
Wallace. There's probably like 100 of those.
Dude, post 2001, just everybody has to love him now. I don't care if you didn't like him back then. You have to love him now or you'll get beat up at a track.
All right.
So that's the most obvious one.
Going down, great driver, fans are divided. Jeff Gordon.
Dude, I have Jeff Gordon written down.
Jeff Gordon, the Rainbow Warrior, amazing driver, one of the GOATs, one of my Mount
one of the most popular drivers of all time.
One of the most popular, put NASCAR on the map. Also, Rainbow Warrior, people hate fags and made fun of him because of Dylan.
Gay.
Yeah, so Jeff Gordon going to take the second slot. Great perfect. Driver, fans are divided.
Yes.
Going down,
this
great driver, hatred by fans. I'll say mine, you say yours, or what you want to do?
Okay, you want me to go first? I have somebody written down, and all right, I have a reason for this.
Okay.
Darrell Waltrip.
Oh, wow.
Great driver and amazing driver, but because of what he did in the booth, I think more fans hated him.
I agree with that.
Today. I'm not saying when he was driving. That's different. I know he's very popular. I think he won like most popular driver probably. But I'm just saying, currently, because of his actions in the booth, I don't know. What do you got? You got somebody better for me?
Great driver, hated by fans. Kyle Busch.
Yeah, but he's kind of loved now.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think maybe by us, everybody still says fuck Kyle Busch douchebag. It was more of his whole career.
Yeah,
everybody
you know what? I'm going to change it out. I like that one better because based on
Kyle Busch,
when he
great
was
driver, hated by fuck
when
Kyle
he was
Busch,
peak driving,
t-shirts and shit.
Yeah,
not Kyle today. Kyle, his whole career, 18
when he was great.
Yeah, so
all right,
I think he's a great driver.
Okay, so that's going to be our great side. I like that
great
pick
driver
better.
side.
So Dale Earnhardt, great loved. Jeff Gordon, great divided. Kyle Busch, great hated.
Cool, got it. Thanks.
All right. Moving over to average.
Average driver, loved by fans.
What do you got? I got somebody written down already.
I think I already know who yours might be.
Who do you think I'm gonna say?
Ryan Blaney.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
It's gonna piss people off, I think. I think it's gonna
average
piss people off.
driver, loved by fans. It's gonna be
I
I'll
got an
say it.
answer that's gonna, I think, upset people, but if I'm being honest,
Chase Elliott.
Dale Jr.
Ooh, that's perfect.
It's gonna piss them off, but
Yeah, but Junior's Junior.
you're saying
like, honestly,
Junior's better than Ryan Blaney or Chase Elliott?
No. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
Junior, I'm just saying Junior's Junior. Like, we love Junebug, fucking Team 8 over here, but like Junior's like more of a figure, you know? Like Junior's NASCAR Jesus, like
Yeah, he's an average driver.
But like, yeah, act like what? I think he only had like 25 wins.
Yeah, dude. I think he's
Yeah.
an average driver. I think Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney are borderline
Slander.
great. They're like good. Take your hat off, Slander. Exactly. I said it's gonna piss people off. This one's dicey.
Yeah.
I know. No one's gonna like it. Mark Martin.
That's a solid one. I think everybody kind of liked Mark. I
26.
still have Mark.
Would you say Mark Martin's average though? Because I still think
how many Mark Martin had a lot of wins, I think, too.
Yeah, that's I
He
feel
had like
like
40 something wins, didn't he?
I feel like there's a category in between these where it's good drivers, not great drivers. Casey Kane and Dale Jr. are a closer comparison than Chase Elliott and Dale Jr. That's a good point.
Casey Kane has a Brickyard 400, a couple Coke 600s. Junior has a couple 2 Daytona 500.
I was thinking about putting Casey Kane in the other one, but I don't think he's bad. That's the thing.
I think Casey Kane was good.
Yeah,
I think he's kind of right there with Junior, like he says. Casey Kane Jr.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? So what are we gonna put as this one? Average and loved. What do you?
Junior's more fun. Junior's more fun to put in there.
I think it's spicy.
It is spicy.
I think people won't like it.
Yeah, let's put Junior right next to his dad.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Average driver, fans are divided. That's a good place we could put like a I don't know. Who did I say earlier? Alex Bowman.
Casey Kane had poor career management. Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I was like I couldn't put him in bad because he just had a tough career. And he's been having a lot of fun on dirt tracks. Like
he didn't get the ending he deserved.
I personally actually really like Casey Kane. So I
love Casey Kane. I hated how his career ended. It always pissed me off. Like I wish he could have got like the farewell tour. Like,
and he is, I think, or at least
left on his own terms, not the shit end of the stick he got.
Hey man, he's having I think he's having a lot of fun on dirt tracks though.
Yeah, and he's also
in hindsight, at least he's still having fun racing.
Very handsome. Average driver, fans are divided. Alex Bowman.
Yeah.
You either had I don't really know a lot of people that love Alex Bowman, but
he has fans. You show up to the track and
I see the ally stuff. Yeah. Ooh, Cousin Carl's a good one. Dang, all these are coming up.
Yeah, I like this. This is good brainstorming.
Carl Edwards is
like
a good
I said,
one.
y'all,
average driver, fans are divided.
I'm gonna be posting like ours. So tomorrow I'll fill out the ones that Chairgatin makes, and then I'm gonna post a blank one because I do think it's fun for everybody to like throw their own in there.
Great driver, hated by fans.
Joey
Logano would have been a good one for that one too. The one we put Kyle Busch in.
I know that was another one that I was thinking as well.
Yeah, there's like you could almost edit in a couple different numbers. We don't have to just do one number.
Yeah, that's true.
You could put like 822 something.
Maybe. Okay. That's true. There's not hard rules about this. You can do whatever you
want. We'll put Junior in every box. Yeah, I don't know. Cousin Carl, his fans are divided. 48.
Do you want to hear my average hated?
Ooh. Yeah.
Because we got the average loved Dale Jr., average divided Bowman. I think that's a solid one, honestly.
Yeah.
Because that's the middle block, and Alex Bowman to me is middle everything.
Yeah, he's middle of the board. He doesn't know what side of the fence he wants to be on.
Make the graph with drivers' faces.
That'd be funny. Kevin LePage. What?
Are fans divided? All right, here's the average who I came up with for average driver that's hated by fans.
Okay.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Ooh.
I
Everybody,
think
yeah,
I
I
think he's
like
pretty
Ricky.
average.
But I think I'm like one of the 5 people that likes Ricky.
Well, he's just wrecked like every other person's
Yeah,
favorite driver.
he's pissed everybody off.
Yep.
Yeah, Ricky's a solid one.
I
I'm trying to
can't think of a better one. Who's average that people hate? Because the problem with that is usually average drivers don't get hated.
I'm trying to think of like even.
Austin Dillon.
Yeah, a lot of people hate.
Shit.
A lot of people hate Austin Dillon. Oh man, I'm trying to think like not just think in our current times. Like, I'm trying to think of like the last 20 years too. Ooh, well, no.
Hated, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to think like who people hate. Oh, never. Never mind. I'm gonna save that one for the next one.
Okay.
Justin Haley, average driver and hated. I don't know. You're like the only person I know that hates Justin Haley.
Yeah, who hates Justin Haley?
They fucking hate Justin Haley, and I don't get it because like I like to. I don't. I'm not like pro Justin Haley, but I'm not against him. Like I'm like, all right, Justin, see what you got.
Yeah.
Outshine Corey LaJoy. I'm all for that.
Thank you, Jeremy. That's what I picked as
Ricky.
well.
I think Ricky is the most solid.
I think he's solid.
Ricky.
He's Corey LaJoy.
Corey
No,
LaJoy is not average.
we're not at. Okay, you know what? Let's move on to bad. Thank you for bringing this up.
Yes, thank you.
We'll move into bad now.
Bad driver loved by fans.
Bad driver loved by fans.
Well, the only thing is, Corey LaJoy, I think, like, is at an all-time low of like a lot of people. I think are off that ship, and no one really gives a fuck about his "woe is me" crap anymore. I think everybody used to like Corey, and now he's got like 500 followers.
I would almost put Corey at divided, average and divide, or bad.
I think that's fair. Bad and divided. He's definitely bad
because he has a podcast. Like I do think he has fans.
Yeah, I think he used to have a lot of fans. Now I think he has some fans. So yeah, let's put Corey. Let's get this. Ooh,
Ty.
Yeah, Noah is
Ty
perfect
Gibbs.
for bad driver loved by fans. Ty Gibbs.
Just kidding, Connor. Just kidding.
He's like, what'd you say?
But yeah, Noah's not bad. If we have a whole separate category for just here for the memes, we'll put Noah in that one. I think
bad driver loved by fans. Danica Patrick.
So I have Danica for bad driver hated, to be honest.
Oh, really? I didn't know a lot of people that hated her.
Back in the day, you would see her merch, but nowadays,
I couldn't stand the bitch. The whole time she was there, I was like, what are we doing? Why is she here?
She could be bad divided.
Okay. She could be nothing because she's not a NASCAR driver.
That's true.
And she's a woman.
Eric Almirola, nobody really cares about him, though. That's the only problem. Because he's not divided by fans. He doesn't have any fans. He's not loved by fans, I don't think.
I'm trying to think.
Trevor Bayne. Bad, though? I mean, he did only have one win. I think Trevor Bayne loved by fans actually might work.
I don't think people even really cared for Trevor Bayne. I didn't.
You don't think people? I think people really love Trevor Bayne.
I think he's a bad driver.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just, like everybody else, I thought he was going to be something.
Jerry Nadeau.
For which one?
I don't know. Bad driver divided.
Divided, yeah.
Ooh, Clint Boyer's solid. Fans are divided. Bad driver. Ooh, that's a good one.
We have so many we have divided though. We need bad and loved and bad and hated.
All right. Bad and hated was Bubba Wallace. I think that's pretty solid.
All right, let's do it. When I post this, we're gonna get fucking roasted by anime characters. Fine.
I don't care. I get roasted by anime characters every day.
That's true, but you antagonize it. I think you like it.
Who the fuck? Yeah, I welcome it. Yeah, no, Bubba, bad driver. I think he gets the most booze every week, right?
Yeah.
Fuck him and his racist ass. Trying to think of another bad driver hated by fans.
So what are we going with the bad divided? Is it going to be Danica? Is it going to be
Clint Boyer? I think Clint Boyer was the most solid one we saw in the chat.
Okay.
Clint Boyer's a solid one.
Yeah.
Who did we say bad and loved?
I don't know. We didn't come up with a bad and loved. I thought Trevor
Corey
Bayne was
LaJoy?
loved, but I think maybe I'm wrong.
Let's just say Corey LaJoy's loved for some reason. He's got a podcast.
All right, that's fair.
Steve Wallace. Oh yeah, everybody hated Steve Wallace. I don't think he got a fair shake of it. Yeah, Cody Ware.
Michael Waltrip,
Oh shit, that is a good bad and loved by fans.
loved. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
he's a
better,
two-time
actually.
Daytona 500 champion. Yeah, he's better than Corey LaJoy, honestly.
That is better.
Yeah, and with DEI all in, Earnhardt Incorporated all in the front row.
Yeah, woo.
Like Dale owning it, Junior. Oh, that'd be cute. Kenny Wallace's Cup career. That's a solid one. Bad driver loved by fans.
Yeah, that's true because he is loved by fans. But that's just a Cup thing. Yeah, I like Michael Waltrip. Fans love him.
That's a solid.
And is he bad though?
Lineup. 2 wins out of 40 seasons. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty bad. All right.
I don't know if it's 40, but he raced in the 80s all the way to like 2015.
All right. So here's what we got then. Here's what we got. You ready? We're going to run through it. Great and loved, Dale Earnhardt.
Yep.
Great and divided, Jeff Gordon.
Solid.
Great and hated. I think I want to change Kyle Busch to Joey Logano.
All right, fair.
Because I
think
Joey
more
Logano,
people hate Logano today than they hate Kyle Busch.
Exactly. And he's still hated, and he's still pretty fucking
And
great.
I think I'm like one of 4 people that like Logano.
Yeah.
Everybody I know hates Logano. I don't know why.
Okay, so Dale Earnhardt loved, Jeff Gordon divided, hated, Joey Logano, all greats. I think that's solid. Average loved Dale Jr., average divided Alex Bowman, average hated Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yes.
I feel good about that. That's a solid lineup. Bad, was the one that we, I think, struggled with the most, but bad and loved is Michael Waltrip.
Yes.
I like that pick. Bad and divided, Clint Boyer. I'm still not sure about that one.
Okay, well, name a better one.
Bad and hated Bubba Wallace. I think that's perfect. I don't know, dude. The bad and divided is so tough. Because if you're bad, there's usually not like some big divide between whether fans like you or not.
Haley Deegan. Which people don't hate her. I wish she let Corey LaJoy. That's what Pittman said.
Do you think Clint Boyer's a better pick there than Corey LaJoy?
No, I think they're even. I'd fine putting Corey LaJoy right there. As long as Corey LaJoy's in the bad driver category, I don't know.
Yeah.
He could be bad and hated. Fuck him. That lying bitch. I can't wait. Like, next time I see that son bitch in driver intro or something, I'm going to yell something for Pittman. It was more like I tried to like not get involved with like Pittman harassing drivers. But then, like, for him to go on his podcast and talk mad shit, I was like, dude, fuck you.
Right, yeah, to blatantly
You're
lie.
So full of shit.
Natalie Decker.
Ooh.
No, this is
Cup drivers.
This is Cup drivers, yeah, but not a bad pick though.
Yeah, thirst trapping with the baby.
I mean, Clint had 10 wins.
Yeah.
Like, LaJoy is a worse driver than Clint Boyer.
Yeah, so that gives him the win.
I think that like solidifies him
that
in
edges
bad
him
more. Yeah, I'm gonna update this and put.
You know, a lot of people fucking hate Kyle Petty.
Yeah, a lot.
I don't know why either. Like Connor hates Kyle Petty. I've always heard like people are like fuck Kyle Petty. I'm like, dude. Every time I've ever like met him, he's been so nice.
He seems super chill. I like what he has to
and
say.
He lost his son for goddamn it.
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes I disagree with him wholeheartedly, but sometimes he'll spit some facts, and I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, that's right."
And he'll say some shit whenever he's on some TNT or something. He'll be like, "Let the drivers race." He'll be like, "You know what? I don't give a damn."
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, sometimes he'll say shit, and I'm like, "Preach."
Yeah, go on, brother. Say it. We want to see your face.
Say it. Haley is bad, but because she's only one figure away.
Ooh,
Okay.
God, take me back.
I'm a rolling.
I'm a rolling.
All right. Well, Thursday that was pretty good. I feel confident about our grid. I'm going to post our picks tomorrow. And then, like I said, I'm going to post the blank graph so y'all can have fun with that one as well.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Post a blank one for like, hey, fill out your own. And
fill out your own. Leave comment.
And then we can do it in the group chat too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I want to see what people can come up with.
Petty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think Pittman's just gonna have Ty Dillon in every single category.
Yeah, Pittman's.
Just Ty Dillon, just all across the board.
But we're going to Phoenix, man. It's a cool racetrack. It is. I don't know. I don't think Phoenix should have 2 dates. How do you feel with Phoenix having the championship and a sprint? I was thinking about it. I was like, we just raced here 4 races ago.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I like your sentiment, but I mean, you're the one that told me you went there for the championship race and said how amazing the facilities were.
The facility is amazing. That doesn't do shit for the viewer at home.
But look, if you're NASCAR and you're having to decide the schedule, hey, where are we going to take our drivers? Where are we going to have an event? Yada, yada, yada. There's places like Homestead that haven't put any money into it, but we love it as fans, as race fans. It is an incredible track, but they have not reinvested in it. Look at the
crowd. The crowd of Phoenix is sold out. The crowd at Homestead is talking about losing their 1 day.
And then you go to Phoenix and you see they're like, hey, we're investing millions of dollars. We're eager to have you here. NASCAR, the city is going to give you money to come here. Yeah. Like, if you're NASCAR, it's kind of hard to say no.
Yeah, so they got millions of dollars. We're going to go there.
Yeah, I just flew into that airport like last week, and they had shit up for the race, like weeks in advance. I was impressed.
Good advertising, good marketing. My only thing is, like, we raced here the last race of schedule, and then now we're racing it as the 4th race schedule. Like, 2 of the last 5 races were both at Phoenix. Like, why this spring date should have been more down in the schedule? Yeah. Like, remember we used to go to Pocono twice in 6 weeks in the summer dates.
But I do think it's because Phoenix gets hot as desert. Shit.
Yeah,
it gets hot as shit, dude. So they gotta throw it up early.
Like, well, I get that, but then it shouldn't be the fucking champ race. That's another just devil's advocate. It's like,
I get it.
Like, I just saw a race at Phoenix. Why am I seeing another one? I don't know.
No,
I always think, and I've always been pro, if you get championship race, that's the only race you get.
Yep.
Championship,
it was
you get
awesome
one.
With Homestead.
Yeah, like, I have no idea who's going to do what because we haven't been here.
Homestead Miami was the most unadvertised race I've ever been to. Nobody knew there was a race in town. No banners, nothing. Just a racetrack in a neighborhood swamp.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah, and it sounds, from what I've been told, they do not reinvest. They don't really care. And like I said, man, I was in Phoenix, a week or 2 ago? So we're talking like, 3 to 4 weeks out.
And this is just a regular-ass race.
Yeah, and they already had advertising in the airport all over. Like, I was driving through the city. There's billboards. Like,
my little sister, I told her, I said, hey, the race is in Phoenix this weekend. Like, just where she lives. She said, yeah, everybody I keep talking to is talking about it. And, like, my sister doesn't know shit about NASCAR.
Yeah, but they invest.
Don't either. But, yeah, she said, no, I was at work. Or she said, I was at my husband's work, and there was a girl working there wearing a NASCAR shirt. And she was like, yo, what the fuck? And
I mean, you got to give them credit, man. They care.
So, like, my sister and people she know that don't watch NASCAR are talking about NASCAR.
Right. And NASCAR is a huge transplant city. It's a city where a lot of people move to, especially from like the
everyone
north.
In Phoenix is not from Phoenix.
Exactly. And so you're getting people from like probably areas that actually do like racing and stuff. So look, I agree. When it comes to watching this at home, not excited. But I'm just saying, I do kind of understand, playing devil's advocate. I do kind of understand.
Y'all need to plan one of y'all's little family trips out there on like this Phoenix date.
You're preaching the choir, dude. Yeah,
I'm working.
Okay. I would love to do that. They built Homestead off tax dollars from a hurricane. People there hate that place.
Austin is a weird place. Cringe.
Austin is weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I think hipsters have ruined that. I can't speak on that. That's your neck of the woods.
Yep, my OG hometown.
Yeah, as much as sometimes I'm like, I'd like to go to Texas and see Austin, and then I'm like, actually, no, I don't.
You'd have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I imagine I would.
You'd have a lot of fun. And when it comes to cities to visit, it's like New Orleans up here.
Yeah.
And then Austin, like, not far behind.
Okay.
Nashville. It's like those 3 cities kind of are like, and honestly, Austin's better than Nashville to visit.
Well, I think Nashville's too far gone. Like
It's
Nashville's over.
overrated. It's
Over. Yeah,
overcrowded.
I'm done with Nashville. Like I don't
Austin's
ever want to
not
go to
as
Nashville again.
Austin's a bigger city, which is weird, but it doesn't feel as like you're not waiting in lines to get into a bar. If I walked into a bar in Austin and there was a line, I would have turned around. You would be like, "What the fuck
Yeah.
is this?" Like
Yeah.
no one waits in lines for bars there. The city would have to sign an NDA.
Absolutely accurate.
In Austin, dude, it gets crazy there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you don't want to see me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see. No, I'd love to go to Texas one day. We'll see.
Well, he's in the Dallas area, so he's actually in Oklahoma.
Oh,
Yeah. Little known fact, Dallas is just south of Oklahoma.
they don't allow big Texas flags in Dallas. But going to Phoenix, man. Let's make some picks real quick. The spring race is
I didn't even think
the
about
spring
it.
race is never nothing like the champ race. Like I don't think you can even relate the two because it's
Right.
always different. But we'll just do some fucking underdogs and locks of the week.
All right, you go
just go-
first. I still got to pull up my notes and shit. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just totally freeballing it right here. Going with a underdog. I'm gonna take playoffs last year. Never mind. I was gonna take somebody that doesn't
Take
count.
Carson Hocevar, dude.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I took him last week, so I feel like no, I didn't.
I
I
don't remember.
I'll take damn.
I'm gonna take. God damn it! I don't want to take him either. I keep thinking I'm like, no, fuck him, and fuck him, and fuck him. Ugh. Damn it! I don't want to do this. I'll take Josh Berry in the 21 car. He's good at short track, sorta. He's given this 21 car hell. Penske's been good here at the champ race. Maybe that'll roll into something. Yeah, I'll take Josh Berry.
Underdog pick Ty Gibbs. Gut feeling. Chase Briscoe.
Ooh.
That would be badass if that happened, and then
Yeah.
Connor had this comment
Yeah.
live.
So I wanted to take Chase Briscoe, but I couldn't count him as an underdog because he was in playoffs last year.
Wait, so who's your lock?
I haven't said my lock. Going with my lock. Fuck
right,
you.
that's
I'll
fair.
beat you.
Good
I'll
job,
beat you
Austin.
to it. Hey, I'll beat you
Fort
to
Worth
it.
is way better than Dallas, just so you know.
I'll take Christopher Bell in the fucking 20 car as my luck of the week.
Yeah.
I'm not even against him, dude. He's going all the way. I want to see him win 6 in a row. Fuck it.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'm on
Christopher
board.
Bell. Yeah, Christopher Bell is him. He is here, and I don't think he's stopping. And I was just thinking about the fucking show where he's like, "Yeah, would you imagine that?" And he's still going there. That clip, I'm like, dude,
we need to pull that meme back out.
Yeah, we do. Seen it on someone did it. Yeah,
and he did a little smirk.
Yeah, and they're like, "Why do people underestimate you that?" And he's like, "Yeah, imagine that."
Yeah, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah,
man, that show was good too.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Weren't they making another one? I thought they were.
That's what I heard, but
yeah, they said they were, and we're already back in the next season.
I like Bell, man. I know.
Yeah, I did too.
Ever since that show came out, me and you were texting about it, and we were like, "Do we like Christopher Bell all of a sudden?"
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I've really gotten into cutting grass."
He's kind of like a quietly cocky dad, and I kind of dig it.
Yeah, well, that was Logan said. He was like, I mean, he's pulling a Charles, but he was like, "Man, I've really been kind of liking Christopher Bell." And
That's
I was
okay though. Logan's early in it.
Yeah, I said, yeah, you always have said that. He's like, well, if Reddick ain't in it, or if he ain't, if he wrecks, I want to have someone else to pull for. He's like, so I like Christopher Bell. So he just showed up in Atlanta with a fucking Christopher Bell hoodie, and we were like, "Oh, that hoodie's sick." He's like, "Yeah, I bought it when we first got here." And then Bell won, and we were like, "Oh shit!" And now Bell won again. I was like, he showed up at the gym wearing the Bell hoodie. I was like, "Take that goddamn shit off."
I think that's okay because he's still kind of young in it.
Yeah,
and so I think he just jumped into a driver probably because that was your driver. Like his.
Well,
friends...
no, when me and Logan first linked up, he's like, "Yeah, I've been watching some racing." He's like, "I'm kind of getting back into it." I was like, "Cool." I was like, "Who do you like?" He's like, "I like that Tyler Reddick guy." I was like, "I'm thinking about liking Reddick." Before me and him even talked about Reddick, he told me he liked Tyler Reddick.
Well, all I'm saying is it's not like he's been like some lifelong Reddick fan for 5 years.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he's jumping to Bell just because he's winning. It's like that one I'm okay with Logan kind of being like, I'm going to be a Bell guy now. Like, understandable.
I'm so surprised Nathan didn't. I was like, dude, you had all this opportunity.
Dude, I was preaching that.
I was like, I could see you being a Bell fan. You'd be like the only Bell fan we know.
Perfect Bell fan.
Yeah.
It's
He's like,
crazy that he
I
didn't
don't
pick up
know.
on that. Whatever. It's
Yeah.
Nathan. He's got to be contrarian. He can't just do what he's fucking told.
You're gonna like it.
We should just bombard him with 20 gear and hold him down and
Hey,
put
Dad,
it
I
on
got
him.
you a koozie. Yeah, shut up.
Here, I got you a hat. All right. Underdog, Hocevar, since you didn't take him.
All right.
Lock Blaney.
Ooh, I like it. He's running the worst scheme too. He's usually always good whenever he runs the worst scheme.
God, yeah.
And he's been really good at Phoenix at every race.
I think that's another reason why I hate him. He wins in
he's
ugly
good.
schemes.
I love that worst scheme.
Eh,
I think
I
it's
don't like
good. I don't. You just don't like Blaney.
I've never been a Blaney fan, straight
Yeah.
up. There's just something about him. I don't like him.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
He's a great
But-
driver. I acknowledge that. Very talented,
Hey.
great equipment. You know, he's
Yeah,
better
I'll
than his
definitely
dad
be
ever
tuning
was.
in. Gonna sit and watch the race Sunday. It's gonna be a good one. Another week gone by.
Another week gone by. All right. Well, thanks for
That'll
stopping
do.
by, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Peace.